Welcome back to the Foundation. This is Swaytoven, and this is a solution to a possible problem that you run into when you have a kick and an 808 playing at the same time, but probably not on the same notes. Now, what I usually do is I keep the kick playing on the same notes, which would just be literally the note that like the channel rack gives me. It doesn't even matter to me. All right, I'm not even gonna lie, but I'll put the 808 in the key. All right. Now, what I would do is change the notes of the 808, and sometimes that kick would just don't it just won't sound as good when the 808 plays on different keys. All right, the relation kind of just doesn't sound good. All right, really can't explain it that well, but the solution is very easy. A solution that I've heard over and over again, but it's just like people explain it in such a professional manner, right? So maybe you've run into this problem where like it doesn't sound as powerful, or you believe it could sound more powerful. And this is, by the way, after I added the plugin to the 808 to the kick to make it more punchy, and it still didn't seem like it was working. Right, so this is what it sounded like before. And to a lot of people, that might sound good, but it's just not what I was looking for. There was something wrong with it. You never hear that in an actual song, in my opinion. And guess what? The only thing I needed to do, it had nothing to do with trying to change the transient, adding bass to the kick, or the 808, limiting, right? Not at first. I did all of that, but it more so had to do with simply going into the kick and reversing the polarity. Hopefully you noticed that I turned it off when it came to this bar right here, but it could be as simple as that, right? I mean, I've seen this solution being talked about so many times. Oh, reverse the polarity, blah blah blah, because you wanted to play loudly when they both play at the same time, right? Hopefully their waveforms are actually also lined up, but sometimes there's nothing wrong with a little dip in like these low form waveforms, if I'm not mistaken. I forget why, right? Um, but it's I think it's more just so for like transient and peak control, but that's just a topic that I really can't explain any further. It's something that I'd have to just myself work on, and understand it when it comes to getting more clean, crispy beats. Not like this is one, but we can listen to it though. Something like that. It still didn't sound as good as I would want it to. It could be the kick itself, um, you know, but it is what it is, to be honest. See, what I was looking for is the fact that I want it to be heard that the kick is not in the beat, and then it's obvious when I start playing the kick again. You know what I'm saying? Right? I don't want it to seem like it's 100% part of the 808, even though it's sidechained to it, which doesn't make it part of the 808. but it's just like, maybe in a way it does, but I wanted this to be like a noticeable difference, right? Because you hear that in the industry level beats, okay? I'm not saying make beats exactly like those, but there's techniques in which, even if, like, I like to like freestyle over my beats because I first wanted to start making songs in the first place, not make beats. I'm not paying for people's beats, I promise you that. Shit. But I mean, it's just like, there you go. So when I start freestyling and stuff like that,